started my day this morning having coffee at Powwow Grounds, my favorite coffee shop in Minneapolis. Then my husband and I walked in on this bluegrass convention going on inside our local Culver's for lunch. How's Weight Watchers going for me this week? Here's how Weight Watchers is going for me this week. Honestly, it is going okay for me this week. I was up a little bit, but that's all part of the process to me. It is a beautiful March 17th spring day here in Minnesota. It's 46 degrees outside. And it's one of those awkward days early in the spring where it's only a beautiful spring day on one side of the street, and on the other, there's still a good 6 inches of snow. It has to do with the way the angle of the sun hits our yards. And there's just a giant river going down each side of the street as the snow melts. So the front yard may look like this today. And this is my husband, Paul, with my Kaylee puppy. But the backyard still looks like this. On my way here to deliver these 2 bags of outgrown teenage boy clothes, I passed 2 neighbors on my street while I was driving. On one side, a neighbor was shoveling out her curb, probably so that her guests would have some place to park. And their across the street neighbor was raking leaves. I do know there are probably better thrift stores that I could donate my son's clothes to, but I needed these ones out of my house now, and Savers was closer. So the new African American Director series, which ones have you seen? Okay, Fever, Jungle Fever, Do the Right Thing, those are both Spike Lee movies. Boys in the Hood. Those are the only ones you've seen? Yep. We're here today to see A Wrinkle in Time, even though I wouldn't mind seeing the Black Panther again. And we are really looking forward to seeing Ready Player One when it comes out. We love the book. And what my husband and I decided when we saw A Wrinkle in Time was that I didn't like the book, and in that same way that I didn't like the book, I didn't like the movie. But he didn't like the book, but it seemed like he did like the movie a little more, maybe because it better showed and explained some of the complicated concepts that the book just tried to describe. But good movie for families and people with kids. It was very much a children's movie, and I went without a child, so I felt a little out of place at that film. But if you don't mind that, or especially if you did love the book, then the child acting was great, the cinematography was great, and it was a fun ride. It was the original source material that I had a hard time watching. But a good movie for families.